have with us Senator Ben McMorris Campbell, as promised. We appreciate you coming in.
Glad to do it.
You know, you're probably, not probably, you're our biggest guest we have.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, we haven't
had much yet.
Harry Farm?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been a big guest on our show. We have our co-host. My name's Ed Zendejas, and we have Cindy Kropka.
Senator Campbell, nice to meet you.
Very nice to see you.
Nice to meet you. I'm from, my family's in Pine Ridge and Roosevelt.
How are you?
Highly thought of.
I've got a bunch of friends and relatives
Yes,
over
you
there.
do.
My family's from Lane Green, Cheyennes, but they're related.
Yeah, well, we all have some Cheyenne in us
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
right.
We all have some Cheyenne.
In the old days.
Oh, he opened the
Lakota men
door.
liked the Cheyenne. The
He
Lakota
opened the
men liked the
door.
Cheyenne girls. What can we say?
She told me I had to behave.
Well, I have to do
See, but you just opened the door for me. It's like, I'll try to be
Hey, he
nice.
likes Lakota girls. We already like Ben Nyquist
I
Campbell.
know.
You're probably related.
You
I
probably,
know.
your family, no, I shouldn't say that.
Behave, Zendejas.
I know, I need to behave. I'm sorry. So you're at NCAI.
Yeah.
What do you, and you've been out of the Senate now for
It's,
what, 6 years?
No,
Did you go
about
to
7, I guess. I'm
Maverick?
having so much fun.
Maverick.
Well, what kind of fun
Here,
are you having now?
Well, I'm
Tell them.
having fun as a granddad for Wednesday.
You know what?
Yes,
My grandkids are in town right now. We're having a little mini family reunion, and I agree with you, being a granddad. That's
The downside of being in public office, particularly if you have to leave Washington, is you rarely see your family. And some people, when they get elected, they move their families to Washington. We decided not to do that. And so we have a small ranch in the southern Ute Indian reservation in Colorado. So my wife and kids, they stayed on the ranch. And I would commute to work. I'd leave for DC every Monday to come back up on Friday. By the time I finished the weekend speeches and all that, I'd get home maybe Sunday morning, spend one day with them, and straight back to DC. And after 22 years, it gets really tough on the family. I didn't
so many children do you have?
have 2, and I almost didn't get to see them grow up because of it. I was always gone. And so when my grandkids got here, I just decided I'm not going to do that to them too, be an absentee granddad like I was a dad. And that's the tough part of public service. The more you give to the public, the less you have left for your family. You have to have a very understanding family to really allow you to help you run for public office.
So many grandchildren.
I have 4, 1 or 2 boys and 2 girls. And
What's their ages?
the oldest one's 13, just doing his first summer job, and the youngest one's 4. And our daughter, we just took her back from her race last July, which is a homecoming for Cheyennes.
You know, I have to say it's pretty cool listening to a senator say the Reds.
Yeah, right. Some people think, what's that? That's a place you go to a restaurant, make a reservation, no, different kind of reservation.
Different kind of.
But I have to tell you, it's pretty cool here now.
We took her up home for a name-giving ceremony, which is kind of a big thing for the Cheyenne too. It's great fun. There's another saying you've heard, that's going back to the blankets, which means getting back to culture. I've been able to do that a lot more now since I got out of office. I've worked 80 and 90-hour weeks.
Well, you did a lot of important work for us.
Well, I was lucky.
We studied your pocket decision, studying what you said to Congressman Bayrider.
Actually,
You're our hero.
you played a huge role in the restoration of the pond.
I was fortunate though, because I was the first person of Indian ancestry that was ever appointed as chairman of the Indian Affairs Committee. So it gave me a really kind of platform to help Indian people. We know, we looked at the records, and those years I was on the Indian Affairs Committee, we got more legislation passed than any time in history, than 10 years in history.
Actually, we have a faculty member that assisted. His name's Dr. Beth Ridley, who was back to DC during the hearing. One of the questions that she wanted us to ask her was about whether or not there's a record of verbatim transcript of the hearing. So the one where
Yeah, I'm sure there is, but everything's happening in the congressional record. But I'm sure all the hearings are also all recorded too, typed and recorded too, part of the congressional record. I just don't know which section they're looking at those from.
I don't
Where is your library? Where is your library?
All my papers and all the bills that the president was signing and all that stuff, I didn't know what to do with it, so I donated it to a college in Colorado called Fort Lewis. And Fort Lewis College in Durango, Colorado, they have a about 850 Indian youngsters that go to school there. And it's one of only 2 colleges in the United States that, because of an agreement between the state government and the federal government, land was transferred from the feds to the state on condition the states give free tuition to Native American youngsters no matter where they're from. So for those colleges, they give more.
That's in Durango.
They give more BAs for Indian kids than any school in the United States.
Wow.
Big schools, Stanford, LA, or so on. Fort Lewis gets more BAs than any. So I gave them even gave them all my office furniture, everything else, and they set up a small room in their youth development center. It's like a senator's office that seats about maybe 10 or 12 people, and they use it sort of as a motivational room where they have forums for young Native American kids in college there. And unfortunately, they have a dropout rate that they would like to reduce. Kids get homesick and want to go home. So they use that room a lot of times to try to encourage kids to stay in school to some extent.
So do you do any lecturing?
Yeah, I'm not much of a lecturer.
I
You're not much of a lecturer.
I'm not either, but I still, yeah, I do it.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Trust me, it's easy work. No.
Yeah, I do, although I'm doing less now because I'm kind of tired of traveling.
No, because I was just going to invite you actually to the University of Nebraska Omaha for a Native American Heritage Month. I know, I see the guy over there, he's got the schedule.
Dave Egendorf, he was my chief of staff when I was.
He's over there shaking his head, no.
He does all my schedule. I don't even know.
Well, I was going to mention, I don't know if you remember when you were doing the Ponca hearings, a guy named Freddie, who was leading the restoration effort. And anyway, he passed away this year. Just response to him. Actually, I'd say former chairman of the Ponca over there. One was our probably wants to talk to too, so maybe we But we don't want to keep you too long. We know you're busy, man, but we were honored that you were able to spend some time
So
with
I
us.
really enjoy going to NCAI because you see so many friends that you only get to see once or twice a year. Every time I come to NCAI conventions, like old home week. And I bump into relatives here too. I saw 3 of them today from the show.
Actually, as we saw some other Chinese guys that were, oh yeah, I'll text my relatives.
Some wonderful
probably
young
did.
men, some wonderful
They were.
young men.
Hillsback.
Killsback, he's got a protege upstairs. He's the senior counsel for the undersecretary now in Washington. He was from there, he was back to Utah, and he's for Del Lavender now. He's got a protege. So it's fun to see some young people try out there making a mark for themselves, doing something.
Being a good role model for the kids, it's so hard. When I speak in front of kids, I say, how many Native American congressmen and senators have there been? And they never know that when I tell them the number, they're, why not? We're not getting educated. Because we're not getting in those positions because we don't like federal government, so we don't get involved.
More and more young people.
Ken, right before you came on, we had one of our alumni, he's now the executive director that was at Southeastern USAC, United Southeastern. Taking care of one of our.
What's really interesting about these young Indian people that are going out there making their mark is they didn't give up 1 inch of their heritage.
Yeah.
They're out there really striking a good blow for all of Indian country in the outside world, when I say it. We can just see them home in sweats, you can see them at the powwow, you see them in traditional things. It's nice. They learn how to say live in both worlds.
Yes, without giving up any of themselves.
Just pick up blue suit somewhere in the city.
Great, strong role model. And we need to mention that.
I was encouraged that as well. I know when I first ran for office years ago, I had 8 friends on the stage. Some of them used to stay
I'm gonna try to take the audio from there.
Word for you or your young parents, you gotta be involved. You can't just be angry all the time. You gotta be involved to make social change. And I think a lot of people are recognizing that's good.
When I've been in science, my family said you were simple. I said, do you know that's why you're going to go for it? They want you to.
You didn't have a chair at the table.
Exactly. the government, you gotta learn about it. To fight the government, you have to understand how the federal government works.
And certainly, millions, you are citizens, look at our kids. Once you learn it, you'll use it to your advantage, right? I've started a lot of that legislation in the 30s, the uses of filibuster, the hold and so on. You know, other things. You don't know what to tell them.
Exactly, and if you don't know how they were used before successfully for your people.
More and more young people like you. Importance of being involved.
I'm getting more and more kids in college, they're staying in college, they're graduating, but there's more people, I'm the Native American Outreach Coordinator, retain and graduate, so I'm there with them all the way. The schools are getting better at seeing that some of these kids need a little bit more support than their parents, they come from hard places. And that's why they have us there, or people like me there to say, okay, let me help you get through. And we're having fabulous successes. Our graduation rate with the Native students is amazing. Amazing. We help them to get their data release.
That's for those things too. The care center for those people who are on the take care of the kids while their parents are at school.
Yes, because a lot of our kids are parents.
We're changes coming to the question of policies. I'm not a young man. I don't like 40 years where my dad came from. I used to have my dad when he left for years. I worked in California because I got tired of being up there. Unfortunately, I understood education is certainly a bridge.
Yes, it is. And that's what we're working That's true. We educate them, their kids will get educated.
In any event, very good to see you.
Well, great, we're honored to have you on here, Senator.
Glad to come by.
Well, appreciate you taking the time, and we still want to get you to Nebraska.
And smiling at
Where
him.
to go? Only one other person tells me to watch it. Where to go, but I'm very
You know what, she's like that. I mean, she tells
I
me
am.
where to go.
He's my boss. I make sure he's doing what he needs to
And I
do
guarantee you, she tells me where to go.
on a regular basis. Nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Oh, okay. Well,